live from WDHA's Rock the Rock Fest 2024, and we are here with the Struts. When I see the Struts coming, I think, Mike, stop me if I'm wrong, because I know you think the same thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here come the rock stars.
Oh, yeah.
Here come the rock stars from somebody who came from a generation of rock stars and of just loving to see and hear the music together and feel the music. You guys are total rock radio rock stars, and we love that because I think we need that in music.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Luke,
you kindly.
Mike and I were just talking about seeing you guys at Madison Square Garden, I guess, for opening for Foos. Was it Foos?
Foo Fighters, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys at the Garden a couple of years back, I guess maybe it was 2018, when you wow the crowd at Madison Square Garden, and it's an unforgettable show for the opening band, that right then and there kind of tells me, like, bam, like these guys are going to be the next rock radio stars. So talk to me about, you're opening at Madison Square Garden for someone. What has that been like for you guys? The last couple of years on the rock radio train especially has been pretty impactful for the band.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of sort of like opening up for people, we just did like 2 and a bit weeks with Queens of the Stone Age up in Canada, which was in some ways like a very similar experience where you kind of just have to get out there and do almost like a festival set kind of on steroids, and it's kind of like a challenge where you have to get everyone up and jumping and on your side by the end of it. That's the challenge. But yeah, it's a good challenge to have.
Yeah, absolutely. And Luke, you do it so well. When I think of this new generation of rock stars and frontmen who are out there just killing it with a crowd, we don't really get that many. We have bands that have great catalogs of music, but you are that generation of rock star that's bringing it to the fans, and we need it. So there's such a buzz around your set tonight, and I think any festival or any show that you play on, there's kind of this cool factor when the Struts are on the bill.
Oh, totally. It's like people flock to see you guys, and it's like when this lineup was announced, you guys were one of the names that stuck out as, wow, we got to check out the Struts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's great.
absolutely. To Get It Raised in Hell, the first song that we got from Pretty Vicious, I think was kind of like that great anthem for 2023 and 2024. Did some of that come out of a period of us just being kind of like in like womp 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 wompville, for a couple of years,
Great vibrato,
COVID.
Yeah, that was a lovely voice.
And then we get this like amazing. I remember the first time I heard it, and I thought, man, this is like a perfect, incredible rock anthem. It's got everything. It's got those great guitar riffs. It's got that phenomenal hooky chorus. A little bit of pop sensibility, but still rocks. Was that your idea to come out with something like that first and just tell everybody, life is great, let's have a good time?
I'm not necessarily wasn't saying that life was great particularly, but I think the real goal with that song in particular, compared to everything else on the record, just felt like it was the perfect song to just show everyone who had been following the band for a number of years now, like, oh, we're back with something that, dare say, sounds like a bit familiar and upbeat and has a lot of like Struts quality to it, but still was like a little bit different. And we felt like it was a good way to set up a song like Pretty Vicious, for instance, which is way different from most things that we've done. So it was kind of the it was the warm-up act. It was the Struts at Madison Square Garden.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Well, I think that you've been a band, and I think as the personalities of the band are so big on stage, people always want to box people into something. What are they? Are they an alternative band? Are they this band? Do they have that sound? Do they have? And I just think sometimes we just have to look at bands and say, no, they're a rock and roll band, man. You go out, when I see, like, I wouldn't go to a Struts show and wear like just my hoodie. Like, I think there are bands you go to an experience. You know, when I'm watching, like, say, the Rolling Stones, like Rock and Roll Circus or something, the next day I'm feeling a little bit cooler. And I think that you guys are one of those bands that kind of bring that to the fans. I think there's definitely this kind of super coolness factor to the Struts, and that's so needed in music. I mean, is that a conscious thing, or is it just who you guys all are?
I don't know.
Luke and Adam and Jed, like, tell me.
I don't think we're cool.
I think,
do you think we're cool?
I think you gotta. Yeah, I mean,
Because I mean, look at Luke. He's got he's got like an ascot.
Yeah.
Like he just looks like a rock star, man.
yeah, or an Austin Powers tribute band.
like think of me and then think of the polar opposite. Like,
Nah, I look
coolness,
at you
it's like,
and you're the guy I don't look like after I watch the Rolling Stones
Right.
Rock and Roll Circus.
think when
These
we-
are the guys I want to look like after I watch the Rock and Roll.
I think when we started the band, like there was a lot of bands making music, and they just looked a bit, nothing exciting to watch on stage. And I think when we were playing the early festivals and stuff, we wanted to be the band that went out there and did everything.
Yes!
That's, yeah.
Look, I'm
Like
a girl in the crowd. I'm a girl who grew up looking at Bowie and Jagger and all these amazing artists who I felt so privileged and honored to have been able to see. So I want to go out and I want to see somebody who's bigger than life. I think sometimes we want to see people who are cooler than us.
Definitely.
You guys are cooler than us. And that's the beauty of a Strut set.
No, you look pretty cool right now. I like the outfit.
Oh, thank you very much.
I might borrow that for the stage tonight.
I'm not cool enough for a cat suit. For me, it's more like a kitten suit. Like I'm like, and you guys are also coming back to Jersey doing a headlining show at the Stone Pony Summer Stage. Stone Pony Summer Stage loves you guys. So look for that date in August. I want to make sure that everybody knows that. If you're here to see the Struts tonight and they're on the bill and you want to see them doing their headlining show, they're going to be at the Stone Pony Summer Stage. And Luke, you've also talked about yourself as kind of almost like a psychotic songwriter. I remember reading like a little quote, like where, and I love that because it's kind of like, the mind is all over the place. Talk to me about your songwriting process too, because you always seem like an upbeat guy. Yeah?
Oh no, I get terribly miserable.
Really?
Yeah,
You don't look like a miserable person.
Really?
You got that big smile on and you just...
it's all an act.
It's an act, okay, I got that.
No, but I guess the process with a lot of the lyrics, especially with the last couple of albums, were mainly drawn from like a lot of true experiences. And I think the psychotic reference or the way I've been kind of described, or I've described myself, is it's something that you can't really turn off from time to time. So I can be inspired in very odd situations, inappropriate situations where I shouldn't be, and I've had to sort of step away and be like, no, I have to write this down, otherwise I won't forget it.
Right.
That's the only psychotic part of myself, I think. I hope so.
I think that makes for a great song, though. It
does.
It makes for great songwriting. And there always seems to be such a great synergy with you guys. When you're on stage performing live, there's a great chemistry. Are you guys as good friends on stage and off stage as you appear to be?
I think so. We all live in LA, and to be honest, we spend so much time together. We tour a lot. We don't really stop. So when we do have the time off tour, I guess we might go a week without seeing each other, but that doesn't feel like a week because we've been in each other's pockets for so long.
Right.
Yeah, no one takes it personal.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We're not
right?
like, where's everyone?
If you need a little downtime, nobody takes it
Yeah,
personally.
and we know if we want, we all live like within half an hour of each other, so we can just, pick it up where we left off. So it's cool. We've been doing this for so long now, and I don't think we could do it for this long if we weren't friends. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we've seen so many bands come and go for many different reasons, but I think it is a testimony to how well like a unit can work together. Because there's so much more to being in a band than just being good at your instrument or being a good vocalist. Like, it's such a holistic picture for anything long term.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of like how the four of us.
Yeah, you're
Still
married
cooking after a
to
decade.
3 other people. Like,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it's like.
I see more of these two than I do my wife.
No
for real.
question about it. Absolutely no question about it. And you've got those days where you don't want to see anybody, and yet you've got to jive with everybody, and it's not an easy thing. But man, you guys are just killing it out there. An amazing band of rock stars. Music needs it, radio needs it, and we are so psyched to have you on our
Thank
Rock
you
the
for
Rock
having us.
Fest.
Thank you. No, we appreciate
Thank
you
you.
guys. Thank
And thanks for all the support.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Absolutely. 7:15 tonight. Get here for the Struts. I don't want to hear anybody call me tomorrow when I'm on the air and be like, I missed them. We've been giving you set times. We've been letting you know. And the Struts are definitely one of those bands that everybody wants to see tonight. They bring it live. If you've not seen them yet, you will be blown away. Guys, thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you very
so
much.
So
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. The Struts on the Rock Fest stage, and let's play the band on the Rock of New Jersey, 105.5 WDHA.